So hello everyone, it's me Mark. So this time I'm gonna show you how to activate the profiles from the Json file what we created in the first tutorial what I made for you. We're gonna connect location geofences. We're gonna connect this one with the Wi-Fi SSID connections and with LAN connections in the logs. This one looks like if I am disconnect, then it will run a task with Wi-Fi drop. It will run GPS geo. It will after that my GPS was turned on and it's recognized that I'm in the geofence. It has set me to home profile and of course set the icons, and if we turn it on, it's gonna set also again turn GPS on until it's recognized that I'm still there where I was before. And in the same time, because SSID is set, it will actually turn my Wi-Fi if it's not connected right now, but it will be connected soon. Don't know why it's so slow right now. If it's gonna turn on automatically again in 3 minutes. If I'm leaving home, it's gonna set this loop time for 30 minutes, so it's gonna turn on in every 30 minutes to recognize if I'm in which GPS position I am, and scan for some Wi-Fi connections, and it will turn automatically off in 3 minutes and then loop again 30 minutes, turn on for 3 minutes, turn off, and so and on. So now you can see it's connected. So we are even sharing the IP address of our device. So let's see how this all functions actually. I'm gonna show you first the netcon task. This is wait until if Wi-Fi connected, wait, turn on GPS. We're gonna test net connection type, store in the results in the type. We're gonna run shell, this shell command if type is Wi-Fi. We're gonna run this shell command if net isn't set. So actually if we are using an Ethernet cable, we're gonna stop. If net isn't set, we're gonna turn Wi-Fi off. If we have a long connection, we're gonna clear the variable. We're gonna variable set profile to home. If type isn't matching Wi-Fi, we're gonna use AutoTools regex for our IP address. This is not perfect for everyone, but I'm using the 168. So actually for me it's perfect. We're gonna set AutoTools JSON read. We're gonna read our JSON file, look for remote device IP, remote device name, filter values. Our own device name actually is stored on that global variable by me. So we're gonna set media IP, regex match set if dev matching remote device. Actually this is what I'm using to automatically control my IPs also to my Kodi API. So we're gonna perform task priority 1 dev regex match is set and regex match isn't matching remote device IPs. So if the IP address changed, then I'm gonna share my new IP, but if isn't changed, then it should just have the last sended value. So now let's take a look on the profiles. We're gonna set LAN, Ethernet connect, perform task, netcon, perform task, GPS drop, if task isn't running GPS. We're gonna set turn Wi-Fi on if we are losing Ethernet connection. I'm losing TV boxes, Android TV boxes, so I'm just importing these projects over the boxes and they are working well. I'm not setting up anything except the JSON array what you can find in the first tutorial. So let's go for Wi-Fi connected. If Wi-Fi connected, active state yes, any SSID. If variable value isn't matching our Bluetooth car, this is another tutorial how do I automatizate my Bluetooth connections. And if task isn't running, con Wi-Fi not, and it's regex matching always. So we're gonna run Wi-Fi connected. What's here inside? This is the biggest task, I think, 20 steps. So stop location geo. We're gonna set a variable Wificonnection to 2. This global variable is always 2 if we are Wi-Fi connected, and it's always 1 if we are not connected. Location mode high accuracy to be sure that our Wi-Fi gets readed because of some Android permissions. So set the global variable to local. We're going to split that local, and we're going to set SSI2 to SSID as our SSID name. I'm using a minimalistic text widget. So I'm setting this widget to SSI2. This is here, what you can see. So we're gonna make a AutoTools JSON read. We are reading the array what we created in the first guide here. We're gonna read profile names, SSID repli, global name. This is not an array. Global name variable. Global was value, variable. You're going to read everything to root and filter for the fields global's name and MediaNet. So we're going to clear variable with Wi-Fi timer, both of them on and off. We're going to AutoTools text. We're going to choose replace to slash in profiles name. To profiles, we're going to use this later in the pattern matching. That's why we need that step. So, and now we're gonna set a wait time. We're gonna use AutoTools text, SSID2, profile, and replacements. We're gonna set profiles, SSID replacements. If you don't know what's that, watch the first guide. So then we're gonna stop gps+geo if profile matching profiles. Go to action number 1 if root is instead, then we didn't have a profile stored in the JSON file. Or if SSI2 isn't set, so the SSID isn't set, then it should just loop once again. And if Wi-Fi icon is 2, then we're gonna wait until task is running, regex matching, lock geofence, and connect Wi-Fi connected to Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi connected to Wi-Fi. We're going to variable set, and if the matching profile isn't matching profiles, we're going to set the profile to main. Main is always the profile which is active. If I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, it's not a known geofence position. So main is just the main profile by me. Profile notification, we're going to simply launch the task which we made in the first guide, the notification. If profile isn't matching profiles, we're gonna perform task GPS drop, and task isn't running GPS drop, and priority is -1 here. And if task isn't running GPS drop, then we need that. Perform task on netcon if SSID isn't matching MediaNet, priority also -1. Wi-Fi drop. So we're gonna flash Wi-Fi connection lost. We're gonna set location mode on, turn location mode. I'm gonna clear my minimalistic text widget, clear SSID, set Wi-Fi connected to 1, and perform a task GPS-geo. It's the Wi-Fi off. If task isn't running, GPS-geo already running, and my Bluetooth device isn't matching my Bluetooth car. So let's go to, as I told you, this one is the same, just with VPN connected. So let's go to Wi-Fi scan. If Wi-Fi is on but Wi-Fi connection is still 1, isn't set 2. So profile active, isn't active, wifi-near and GPS on. And you can skip that step. And if I'm not in my car, you can just even use it, because this task shouldn't run if my boot main profile is running and or task is running and Wi-Fi connected task is running, what we said before. So Wi-Fi not connected. We're gonna flash searching for a Wi-Fi. We're gonna set auto location on, so GPS we're gonna turn it on. We're gonna set Wi-Fi timer off and give 3 minutes to that. That means that if we lost GPS connection, it will have still Wi-Fi for 3 minutes on, and then it's gonna turn it off in a later process. We're gonna clear the Wi-Fi timer on and perform a task GPS geo. No priority is given. We're gonna stop, and if task isn't matching GPS geo, and if we are not connected to our car, then exit task. Exit task looks like this, and exit task is our Wi-Fi connected reaction actually. Wi-Fi timer off, we're gonna flash Wi-Fi turning off if Wi-Fi is off. And we're gonna perform a task GPS geo. If task isn't running GPS geo, we are not car connected. If profile isn't matching our car, so we are not in car profile. If task isn't running Bluetooth auto, I'm gonna show you that one in the next tutorial, how to connect your car. And if Wi-Fi connection set to 1, so if we are not Wi-Fi, it should run GPS geo. So let's go for the next task. If Wi-Fi timer on until Wi-Fi timer on, it's a time state. Con Wi-Fi turn on. If timer off and matching timer off, we're gonna turn off Wi-Fi connection, turn off Wi-Fi. So AutoTools JSON read, we're gonna filter for the profile, for the active profile in the profile names, and read SSID replacements. Why do we need that? If we stored an SSID to our active profile, it should turn off the Wi-Fi of our device only for 3 minutes. Why? Because you know that you have an Wi-Fi connection there. So after 5 minutes, this Wi-Fi will turn on again automatically. So profile SSID replacements is set, and a Bluetooth device isn't matching Bluetooth car. You're gonna set Wi-Fi timer on to off plus 180. Then if we don't store any SSID, but it's a known location, it will be activated by the geofence, but then we can only, it's enough to turn the Wi-Fi in half an hour on. You can just choose a bigger number here if you wanted to turn it on in every hour. So this is however you wish for. So if profiles SSID replacement isn't set and we are not in the car, this step should happen. Then we're gonna clear Wi-Fi timer off and perform task GPS geo priority +1. If task isn't running, lock geo and GPS, and we are not in the car. As last step, we're gonna turn Wi-Fi off. So let's see, we watch a GPS connected, we watch a GPS drop, we look at these three also, and I think turn on. Let's take a look, but I think we watched those. So then this should be the Wi-Fi actually. Let's see how the GPS or the geofence is working. We're gonna This is actually two help tasks. These are I'm just choosing here the apps which should activate my GPS, and GPS drop I'm going to show you. GPS ID, auto notification. Here are my navigation apps. And we are going to set here a navigation ID, flashing navigation running in the background. Auto tools set to portrait because I don't need screen rotation if I'm using navigation. And we're going to set the Navi ID to untouch action if untouch action is set, and we're going to set the auto notification app to navigation global variable if the auto notification app is set. Then loc geofences, we're going to set auto location geofences. We're going to use the regex here. It should recognize all geofences what we stored if we are inside. And we're going to set variable value if Bluetooth device not car, if device isn't matching tablets, because you can just ignore that. I have this because I'm just importing this project to a TV box and that I don't need that one. And Wi-Fi connection is 1. Then we're gonna set loc geo stop task GPS geo auto tools Json read. We're gonna search for the profiles SSID replacements. We're gonna filter the fields profiles name, and we're gonna filter the values all geofences. Then we're gonna set wait until task isn't running cone. In the Wi-Fi project before, you showed a lot of cones. These are that way. We don't need to. It should wait until the Wi-Fi connection is finishing. So we're gonna perform the task. If profile SSID replacement isn't set and Wi-Fi timer is off, we're gonna turn off Wi-Fi profile, and with priority +1. Then we're gonna variable set all geofence to our profile, and Bluetooth device if not car connected, and if our actually profile isn't the same what was actually located by the geofence. So, and as last, we're going to perform a task GPS drop, no priority given. I'm going to stop the task. Task isn't running GPS drop, and if we are not car connected. So what we do, navigation ID I showed you before. This was location geofences what I showed you. So we got 3 more to go. GPS. We're gonna stop GPS drop, and if task is running GPS drop, we're gonna turn GPS on if GPS is off. We're gonna use get location. This is not so important, but you can use it. I'm using it right now. And we're gonna start geofence monitor, start location monitor. Simply start. And here I got expiration time 30 seconds, interval 2 seconds. Number of updates, high accuracy. I'm gonna wait 15 seconds. And then I'm gonna set variable set profile to main if I'm not car connected. That means possibly that I'm also in car profile. If not, it's gonna just leave it as it is. And perform task GPS drop. If Wi-Fi connection is 1, Wi-Fi timer off isn't set, profile isn't active, location geo, and task isn't running, location geo. We're gonna stop this task and no priority is given. So actually, this 15 seconds should be enough for me to recognize that that's running. So it will recognize my geofence location, and this is the GPS geo task. And if it's recognized, it's gonna run this profile, and right here stop GPS geofence as first step. So this task will simply break off. No, GPS geo. So this task it will simply stop until this 15 seconds here. from this other profile. So let's take a look. GPS drop. If caller isn't matching location geofence, we're gonna wait 2 minutes, 2 seconds. If auto tools arrays, I'm gonna upload a tutorial how do I set these global variables tomorrow. The GPS apps, separator is set, GPS apps, basically these are the apps which are keeping my GPS always on. So except if I don't need GPS for the geofence matching or for the location scan or for the apps, because I got navigation open, this task should only turn off location, so GPS on our hardware, if really nothing else is using GPS what I want to use GPS. So we're gonna wait. Task isn't running Wi-Fi, any of the Wi-Fi tasks. This should simply wait until that isn't matching regex. So auto notification query, we're gonna search here for the app name, the GPS apps. This is why we use this auto tools array. In these GPS apps are my wished apps for GPS using to stored with this slash, and we're gonna create here a new variable as GPS apps, and we're gonna use this one in the auto notification query either that, so it will work. And variable set auto notification up to our main windows. If we are on navigation, then it should be know that I am on navigation. This is the same auto launch query, app name an app, regex is true, an app matching regex GPS apps. We're gonna flash app labels keeps GPS on. So here we are gonna get a flash name with the app name and a message that what is keeping GPS on. We're gonna clear the navigation global variables if the labels isn't matching the GPS apps. We're gonna set auto location geofence to stop. We're gonna stop location monitor, and we're gonna turn GPS off. If this is a different profile, you don't need that. If our labels isn't matching GPS apps, in that case it should turn off GPS. So I think this was everything. You should just simply copy. So we got here still wifi-near. This is actually only activated if I'm home, but as I told you, I got 2 networks. So in this case, if I'm not connected with the main media network, it should scan for the wifi-near, and wifi-near gets me the connection with auto tools connectivity to connect to the right SSID right away. And we're gonna perform a task Wi-Fi connected after that, because sometimes it's just so fast that TASKER isn't recognizing it, and your SSID isn't gonna set to the new SSID actually if you run auto tools connection. So priority -1. And the GPS on is also helper to this one. Why? Because we need location scan to be active to get wifi-near to work. So we need to turn on GPS. So if our SSID isn't matching MediaNet and profile is home and Wi-Fi connection is 2, so we are connected but not to the right network, and GPS is off and we are not in car profile, and task isn't running any of them what we are running if some Wi-Fi connection changes, then this task should be active. If isn't matched, so actually we are just making this with 2 steps sure that no location is turned on, and this is only one simple step. We're gonna turn on GPS. So basically, if we are not on our media network but on a different one, it's gonna turn on GPS, and after that Wifi-near is getting activated. It's activated, we're connecting to the new Wi-Fi, and this is guaranteeing also that the Wi-Fi connected task will run, and we're going to store the new values. Tasker isn't reliable, but this is the correction to this one. So now I showed you everything. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.